was walking down this long ass hallway and I was like, nigga, fresh light, Impala, and then Dre was walking back in the studio and that nigga was like, hey, I was like, yeah. And he was like, what's that? And I'm like, what's what? And he like, what you mumbling? I'm like, don't worry about it. He like, what you mumbling? I'm like, fresh light, Impala. He was like, let's lay that. After I got done, Dre was like, yeah, I fuck with this shit. 2 weeks later, came back to the studio, 50 was on this motherfucker. And it was like 50, and at this time, 50 was big as a motherfucker, so I was happy about that, because we was in G-Unit, but Dre had let 50 get on it, and 50 knew what the fuck it was when he heard it, so he just got on it with me, and that's how We Do was made, like that. We wasn't even in the studio when we recorded that one. And Fresh Like was me, and 50 was him, but I laid it first, so the nigga came after, but he wrote my shit.
What's good with it, YouTube world? It's Coffee, back with the news, man, and leading things off. Y'all heard that clip there. We got some more game news, right? Like, most individuals who've been tapping into my content, leading up to this Drillmatic project, and since it dropped, have been, for the most part, agreeing with me that it's been all bad for the game. You know what I mean? It's so wild looking at things full circle from the time game debuted, or even if you were following him before his the documentary dropped and he was on the mixtape circuit and all that, like from way back then, and looking at to where he is now and the way things is going, it's just wild. It's like, damn, man, this is how things played out for the game. You know what I'm saying? And, the first week numbers are in. Ultimately, Drillmatic is being considered a flop. And it's wild too, man. I can't ever recall seeing an album drop where multiple tracks are pulled off the album. You know what I mean? Like, we know Black Sam pulled the Nipsey feature. That track was up out of there. And then, of course, the NBA Youngboy track, which I guess Whack 100 cleared up that they couldn't afford it. You know what I mean? It went over the budget, which, he was throwing out there like the promo costs and samples that they had to get, like, with the whole budget. I don't know, man. I feel like Wack might have mismanaged this project, wasn't all the way focused. Again, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you guys think, but it just seemed like the promo run up to this project was a mess. Who knows, That's my take. I want to know yours as always. But getting into this clip, right, is wild. You see some individuals commenting and saying, Game told a different story on Drink Champs. And also, recently, the Higher reference track that 50 did leaked out, which kind of confirmed what 50 Cent had been saying all these years, that he wrote a good chunk of the documentary album and actually let some of the tracks go that were going to be on his Massacre, you know what I mean, which was originally going to be the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but, Interscope Aftermath was like, listen, we got to push your project back. We don't want you in Game going head to head when it comes to sales. Let him get his, you get yours. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? But How We Do, of course, was also another one of those 6 tracks. And I don't know, like, what do you guys think of this? Game is telling a whole nother story that he's just walking down the hallway, in the, the Interscope offices or in the studio, wherever the fuck he was, just fresh, like, and, you know what I mean? And Dre was like, yo, what's that? Yo, let's hit the studio right now. You know what I mean? And then he comes into the studio later where 50 Cent got on it and dropped his verse. And, now he's saying Fifth is trying to claim he wrote it for him. I don't know. This whole ish is just crazy. You know what I mean? Like I said, tap in and comment. But let me know, guys, are you all gamed out when it comes to the news? Like, are you guys just like, man, this game is just too much? You know what I mean? Like, but as far as this, what do you guys think? I'm, inclined to go with 50 Cent's side of things, with the reference track leaking out, with other people backing what 50 Cent said, and the fact that, Fifth, his account of things hasn't really changed over the years. And, he's kind of been consistent with his account of things. But the game is known to be inconsistent. I'm not just talking about this situation. I'm just saying in general. But again, tap in. Let me know what y'all think. That's what we do over here. We coffee talk it up. But moving along, man, I just wanted to tap in with you guys, you know, as always. Like I was just urging you on that little segment there to tap in, comment, and everything regarding Fifth and Game and all that. That's, you know, the whole J Coffee Talk format is hearing from you guys, the people. I wanted to get into some of these comments regarding, you know, the recent news of Charleston White and quikflipvino. You know what I mean? We all saw he took to social media celebrating that quikflipvino was not just arrested for threatening him, but, you know, he went to the court date, told the judge, you know, his side of things, and the judge denied bail. You know, you're remanded to custody, and it is what it is, right? But these are some of the comments. Shout out to the bro Sensei TV. You see, he tapped in and commented and said, his bail got denied. Good. Now I can't wait to see Flo Malcolm and Brick Baby get arrested too. I rock with Charleston White. Gotta get these gang members off the streets for real, for real. And he funny as fuck. Shout out to Sensei for watching and joining the discussion. As always, how do y'all feel about Charleston White, about the situation, about what the bro Sensei TV said there? Let's talk about it, TV. Shout out to him as well. He said, I want to make a video with Charleston White with a laugh track behind it like a sitcom has. LOL, it would literally sound like a sitcom series. I feel you, bro. Casey says Charleston's a fool. And Nike Boys Entertainment said, Quick Flip ain't talking about nothing. Nobody know him in Zone 6. He called my phone on three-way with Flo Malcolm, mad as fuck, because I said Charleston not banned from Atlanta. So Nike Boys seems to also be a Charleston White, you know, supporter, and you heard him. He claims, you know, that they called on three-way mad. I don't know, like, what do y'all think, man? He said Charleston ain't banned from the ATL, though. But for real, you know, like I always point out, Charleston White seems to be an individual that people either love or hate. I see, like, lately it seems like he's really gaining a lot of momentum. You know, his following is growing. His numbers are going up. And, you know, he's on a roll. The whole Soulja Boy altercation incident, we knew at some point there was going to be a rapper or, you know, someone that tried to press Charleston White based on some of the stuff, you know, that he's said online. And he caught Soulja Boy with that mace. And then now this situation with quikflipvino, like, let's discuss it all.
Got something for the Fox, man. You know, for looking out for me, for speaking up for me, putting me in this motion picture. I want to gift him with something special. So, Fox, welcome to the family.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. This better not be what I think it is. Because I saw everybody else getting one. I didn't want to say nothing in the interview like, damn. The Deathrow chain, man. The Deathrow chain, man. Rose gold. And let me tell you why that's so significant. I watched this man as a young artist sometimes have to fight for his life. And he was giving everybody anthems and songs while we were partying and dancing. Sometimes he'd come to the crib and be like, I don't know. So for this day to come to here, for us to see him bloom is special. To see him kicking ass in this movie as an actor, and at the same time, anybody can tell you, Snoop is the ambassador of grace, entertainment, and fun. Anytime you say Snoop Doggy Dogg, your soul lights up. So for this moment right here, it means everything, my dude. It's everything, and it's.
How about that, guys? Jamie Foxx gifted a Deathrow chain from Snoop Dogg. Rose gold, too. That ish look fly, man. I'm really interested to see what's gonna, you know, it's dope. Snoop has acquired the rights to Deathrow and brought back the name, the brand. But I'm really curious to see if he's going to sign a lot of artists and, you know, bring back Deathrow with success, you know what I mean, with like platinum albums and whatnot, you know what I mean? Because prior to when it became official that he brought back the Deathrow name, I don't know if you guys remember, he was doing interviews and he was, you know, putting it out there that he was in the process of trying to do this. And he had stated that he wished that he would have had Deathrow for the longest time. and, you know, possibly been able to put out artists like YG, and he named some other West Coast artists, and just basically said that, you know, it would have been dope for him to help the West Coast like that, you know, use the label to continue this success of the West Coast with the next generation of artists. I mean, I know since he's had the Deathrow name back alive and everything, there's been stuff going on as far as on the streaming platforms, you know, exactly what the deal is with the catalog and everything. It's a complex situation, but I'm curious to see what ends up happening with the label. You know, let me know what you think about all that. Man, Jamie Foxx, I mean, this just seems to be a gesture, you know, and they're also promoting this Day Shift movie from Netflix, which, man, I'm fucking with that movie, man. Vampire movies and all that ain't typically my thing, but I just watched this joint the other day. I thought it was a good movie, man. Let me know if y'all seen it, if you were rocking with it as well. But they definitely doing a lot of promo for it, going live together, did some kind of appearance somewhere. You see him at this event where they did this with him, gifting him the chain and everything. You know, like this is all tied to the movie promo. You know what I mean? Like, he's not signing Jamie Foxx, although whatever happened with Jamie's music, he had some hits as well. Can't front on that. Like, I was fucking with Jamie Foxx's music, but do you guys think that the Deathrow chain should be specifically for the artists? You know, that they shouldn't be given away as like a novelty item or what? Let me know what you think about this. And then last up to close it out, man, this is pretty wild. Kid Cudi, you know, recently spoke about in an interview that back in 2016, he went to rehab. I guess, you know, had to be hospitalized, was going through some things. It's good that he was able to recognize it and get himself some help. You know what I mean? I always try to keep it a buck with everyone on this channel. You know, when it comes to mental illness, addiction, and everything, like, there's no shame in getting yourself some help. I mean, you know, nowadays, people are, I don't want to say everyone's got to be open about their business, but I'm just saying that, you know, back in the day, it would be sometimes looked down upon, like you were less of a man, or hurt one's pride if they had to get themselves some help. You know, when it comes to mental health or addiction or whatever, you know what I mean? There's no shame in it. And that's a good thing that it's out there more, that, you know, people do share their stories and how they got through their struggle and everything to give others inspiration and hope and stuff like that, you know? But Kid Cudi, again, 2016 went into rehab. I guess back then he put on his Facebook, "I'm not at peace." He said, "I haven't been since you've known me. If I didn't come here, I would have done something to myself." Damn, man, like, seems he was really in a tough space. "I simply am a damaged human, swimming in a pool of emotions every day of my life. There's a rage, violent storm inside of my heart at all times." And then he also shared that while he was in rehab, he had a stroke. That's fucked up, man. I wonder, I'm just curious, you know, what you guys think, as we've heard of other artists in the past. Like, I don't know, you know, what kind of substances he was using or whatever, but y'all remember some years back when, what was it, like Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, didn't they have seizures or something like that, fucking with that lean, drinking too much of that syrup? But yeah, he ended up having a seizure while he was in there, and I guess had to go to rehab, but like physical rehab to get back, you know what I mean? I don't know how serious it was for him, but y'all know what I mean. Like, you have a stroke, sometimes you got to learn to talk again, walk again. Sometimes people aren't fortunate enough to recover. You know, some people are never the same after a stroke, but we see Kid Cudi still doing him, making music, pushing on and everything. But he said, "I proved to myself that I could do it. I needed that at the time. I was happy, like, damn, my brain is still strong. I didn't lose something in that ish that happened." And real talk, I got a close loved one, family member who had a stroke some time back, and, you know, they were also fortunate as well to get back to, you know, their condition they were in before, being able to handle their business, walk, talk, and everything, But sometimes, like I said, people ain't always that fortunate, but that's crazy, man. See all the stuff Kid Cudi was going through. Like, success and money isn't always the answer for everything, So comment regarding all that. That's going to close this video out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, y'all, this is Jay Coffee Talk, where we drop videos every day. We talk music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. It's all about hearing from y'all. Look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. Stay tuned. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And thank you, everyone, for pulling up in the live last night as well. If you're new, we also do these. Hit that sub button. Fluck with me, you know what I mean? But we do these live streams where you can call in and we just kick it, man. It is what it is. I'm about you, y'all. Peace.